Wendy here from Lolly Dolly Crafts. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a ballerina shoe. Now I used a tutorial on Angela Holt's site for how to make the mould for the shoe, and I did try it first of all with just ordinary white paper. Sorry if you can hear banging, that's someone just started banging as I'm filming, but hey ho. But yes, anyway, so yeah, I did try it with ordinary paper and it didn't work at all, so I ended up using newspaper, which is what Angela used, and it did work. I did have to do a bit of reshaping because it looked more like a shoe than it did a ballerina slipper. So what I'm going to do now, because I've put this tape on, but it's sort of the masking tape I used wasn't very high tack, and it's not very sticky. So I'm just going to trim all these bits that are not sticking, and then I'm just going to add some tissue paper to it, just all over, and seal it with this Collol decoupage glue. So I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to, oh dear, oh dear, try and get the lid off. Oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. It looks like I'm going to have to go to hubby and get him to... Oh no, I've done it. Oh, thank God for that. It was obviously... right, okay. So I'm just going to... So yeah, so if you go along to Angela Holt's Designs YouTube channel, there's a video on how to create the slipper shape, and it's only made out of newspaper and masking tape, so it's not expensive or anything. Right, so I've got some white tissue paper here. I'm just gonna, you can use serviettes or any paper or whatever. I want to I don't want to use pattern paper on it. I'm going to do this shoe, I'm going to decorate it white and everything, so I just want to so I'm just going to tear these bits up. Okay, so I think that's pretty much going to be okay. So it's not majorly smooth, but, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some white paint, some gesso probably. Let's have a look what we've got. Let's have a look what we've got. Gesso, where's the white gesso? Let's have a look at some gesso. So, okay, so I'm gonna give this a paint with some white gesso. I'll do the top and the sides first and the bottom last. I don't really know how this is going to turn out. This is the first time I've ever done like a shoe from scratch. I've altered shoes before, but not like, you know, making the actual shoe. And I've tried to buy like these type of ballet shoes, you know, the ones with a, but unless you can find someone who, you know, used to wear them or has got a child or you know, who used to do ballet, and it's, you know, you can get the other ones that are, you know, I don't have the rounded toe. It's just close off my glue. Okay, let's just quickly dry this. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, right. Alright, so that's it painted white. So let's just get rid of these. Put the bucket on. I left my water in the house, so I'll have to clean my brushes in a minute. Right, so what I'm going to do, right, so that's me painting it. I'm just going to go and find some laces, get some water, just wipe my desk, get my back in a moment. Okay, so I've had a look at my stash. I've been trying to find some different laces and that I can add over this this shoe that's not going to make it like really bulky. But I did find this one, and it's like it's quite a wide lace, but the good thing about it is it's stretchy, so that means I don't have to use too much of it, and I can also sort of pull it tighter so I'm not and then it sort of, see if you see, it doesn't sort of stick up too much over the front. So I think, even though I rather like this one, but this is like a rather stiff lace, and if I used this one, it's quite see-through as well, so you can see the brush lines. If I use this one, it's going to be harder to not to add too much bulk to the front of it. So I think I'm going to go with the stretchy one. So what I'm going to do, make sure I get it the right way. Okay, I want that flower in the middle. Got my glue gun, and I'm just going to add a bit of glue along here. And then just add that. To there. Just pull it down so it's stretchy. Okay. Along here, pull it across. Okay. same for this side. I mean, I could have found some lace and cut a hole in it, but it was a bit too fiddly for me. A bit too much like hard work, so I'm just going to do it this way. So, and sort of build up the lace on the shoe, I think. That's what I'm going to do. Britain's Got Talent tonight. Yay. Might do a bit of flower making while I'm watching that. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim off this bit here. Keep that bit because I don't want to lose it, and then I'm going to glue that. What's the best way to do it? Is it probably that way, and then, yep, probably. Sorry if I'm talking to myself. Okay, so I'm going to put a cover on the back, so I'm not too worried about anything that's going to show on the bottom, you know, any gubbins is all, you know. Sorry, I can't see. Get on camera, Wendy. Just hold it down. Looking good. If it's too bulky, I can always trim it off. It's no biggie. As long as it's all stuck down, that'll be fine. There we go. There. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now what we want to do is add this around the outside of the shoe. Let's tidy that edge up a little bit. Can't have a messy edge, can we? Oops. Let's have a look. Now, do I want to tuck it in that way? I might actually line that with some what seems like taffeta satin here. I might add to that. So what I'm going to do is just glue this around. But I want a piece that's going to go all the way around, don't I? That piece is not long enough. So we want up about there. Okay. Can you guys cut in a straight line? I can't. I can't cut in a straight line. Okay, so we want, let's do this way. Okay, so go to glue. Make sure I get it the right way and start there. And there we go. Okay. Don't want this too much over because I am going to add some trim to it, but I do like the scallop edge on it, so I do want to keep a bit of that if I can. Okay, so carry on all the way around the back. This. Oh, it looks lovely already. There we go. Just pull that back. Oops. Just glue it along there. Pull that over. Pat that down. Okay, so trim this off all the way around. Oh, I can't be so fiddly. There we go. Trim that off here. Just make sure that's glued down. That bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to just glue this over all the way around. of glue stuck to me, as always. So all I'm doing is make sure this is all down and secure. Ouch! See, don't put what I just did and put your hand onto hot glue instead of onto the lace. Not good. Okay. So there we go. We're getting there. Because this lace has got lots of holes in it, the glue comes through and it sort of, you get sort of glue all stuck to your hands and your fingers. Okay, ouch. Right, okay, so that's my seam binder. So I'm just going to see, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this organza trim or this one here. Let's have a look and see which one I'm going to use. And I bet you'll all be shouting at the screen, no, use that one, no, use that one. Oh, that's quite pretty. That's quite pretty. Ooh, I don't know. Could I use them both? The organza and that lacy one. Oh, I could do, couldn't I? Do that. Right. This is stretchy gathered organza trim. So I'm going to start at the back of here and add the trim. And then work my way around and do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now you don't want to stretch this out too much because it is stretchy, but you don't want it like, you know. So beautiful. All I can hear at the moment is the birdies tweeting. Very nice, it's gone all quiet. People have all gone in to have their tea and have stopped banging in their gardens. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. What do you think so far? Not pretty? Loving it. Right, so now I'm going to add this one too as well. And then I've got some of this really gorgeous chain bling. I think I'm going to, yes, got to have a bit of bling. Alright, okay, let's see, have I got enough for that to go all the way around? Oh, I think I have. Alright, okay, let me just trim that bit off. Get the right side, if there is a right or wrong side. I think that's the wrong side. Okay, and now we start again. Just going to move this one slightly further down so we can still see the organza trim. Because it's pretty and we want to see it. Now whether this ends up looking like a ballerina slipper, I don't know, but never mind. I've had fun making it and it will look pretty, so that's cool. It doesn't matter if it does or it doesn't. But I did have fun creating the base. Yeah, I would definitely do another one because it didn't really, once I'd sort of figured it out, it wasn't that hard. Angela made it look on her YouTube channel, made it look really easy. I suppose it was speeded up, so I mean that made it look even easier, but she just made it look so easy. And it is fairly easy, but you know what it's like when you're sort of trying to do something for the first time. You think, ooh, that looked easier when I watched it. Okay, so there we go, I've just added that second layer of pretty lace. Probably didn't need it, but I wanted it there. So now I'm going to add this bling. Now this will be interesting because it's metal, so I'm hoping, oops, I can do it. Because metal and glue guns don't really, but we shall see how we go. And I got this off of a lady on eBay. So her name is Nicola Lambert, and she sells beads, and she has monthly, you know, sell-off things of beads and stuff like that. So I've got quite a few beads off of her for my stash, my bead stash, and I got this gorgeous. I got the gold one as well. I mean, the other bling stuff is nice, but this, because it's like proper bling, it's very pretty, very blingy, very beautiful. Well, I hope you can see what I'm doing and that I'm keeping you in frame and that you can hear what I'm saying and that I'm not mumbling too much, which I tend to do. So if I am, I apologise now. A bit late probably, but there you go. I've got some projects to finish off. I finished my Cuddly Buddly one for this month. That comes out on the 1st of May, so can't wait for that one. That turned out really fab. I'm really pleased with it. I've got a couple of projects I'm doing for somebody, so when they're done I will film them. I'm not going to tell you who they're for, she knows, but she hasn't seen them yet, so I want to keep it a surprise. My friend, gorgeous friend and adopted sister, bless her, in America, Michelle, her channel's Michelle Piping. She's received her fabric book that I did for her and loved it. I also put some goodies in there for her daughter as well, and she loved them too. So, okay, right. Now all these cut with scissors, let's see. Otherwise I'm going to have to get some pliers. Oh, no, I cut the scissors. Good-o. Right. There we go. So there we go. So, okay, so now I don't want to over decorate this because I don't want to take it away from the fact that it's a ballet, supposed to be a ballerina shoe. But I did want to add some bling to the front. Now I've got, this is a little ballet shoe necklace so what I want to do is I'm going to add that some way to there, and I've got some different blingy brooches here. I don't like that one I don't like. I might just go with that one, and then I'm going to have the two little ballerina shoes dangle down from the bottom, and then I'm just going to add a few little organza flowers here, I think, and then some seam binding, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to overdo it. I think that is what I'm going to do. So I want to take this chain off just about there, so the whole thing comes off. Didn't want that off, so I'm just gonna, because I want to glue that. So I want to glue that there, and then that. So I need to make sure that this is going to be the right distance away, which is probably about there. So what I'm going to do, put a bit of glue there, push those onto the glue, oh, and then just dab them down and add a bit more glue, I think, just to, and then I'm going to add some glue to the back of this, and then just add it fairly central if I can. So there we go. What do you think? It's got two little ballet shoes. They're so pretty. And what I'm going to do, I've got some seam binding here. I want to add, because what I want to add is sort of like the lace effect at the back here. But I'm also I want to make a little bow out of it as well. So I want some long. I want to make a bow, but I also want some long bits to go on the back. So I'm going to tie a bow. Fold back. I don't want the big bow. glue that on there, like that. And I'm just going to trim these off at an angle. Okay. Very pretty. And then I'm going to see whether I can add, I probably should have done this before I added the lace on, but never mind, it doesn't matter. I've got some, oh, where did I put it? I've got some very fine Chinese braid that I could use. Don't know. Oh, I'm sure it's around somewhere. Let's have a look. Anyway, so I want to see if I can cut a piece of this sort of taffeta. I don't want to make a stink pin cushion out of it, but I do want to line this on the inside, but it doesn't have to be sort of, I don't want it like flat neat or anything. I want quite a sort of like a ruchy sort of piece to it. So and then I've got some Chinese braid that I can just line it with, just to sort of that's sort of one thing I'm looking for. I could do a piece this is a long piece. It's a shame to cut. Just hope I did it the right way. Right, okay. So I need to sort of cut quite a sort of like an ovally shape is what I'm looking for, but big enough that I'm just going to cut this flower off. Okay. So let's get the shiny side. This is going to be fun. Okay, that's okay. It's going to be fiddly, especially for you guys to watch me, but that's fine. I'm going to just trim off this bit here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I can always trim it off a bit more. Right, just bear with me, I need to get another glue gun and find out where I put my Chinese braid. Right, glue gun, glue stick, glue stick. I know I got it out. I know I did. What did I do? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, cookie. Right, glue gun. the inside up a little bit, makes it not so horrible looking because of the paint. So oh, bless me! Oh, am I going to do it again? Oh dear, I'm sneezing. Out. So don't burn yourself. This last little bit's going to be the fiddliest because it's underneath the lip. But we will get there. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back and fold that back and then just trim off the excess that I don't need. Probably not the easiest way to do it, but hey ho. Making sure you don't cut your outside ribbon. Like I said, that's why I probably should have done this first of all. But hey ho. We got there. I'm going to add some trim anyway, just to sort of tidy the inside up. There we go, so that's the inside. So we're getting there, So I'm just going to take this Chinese braid and starting back here, I'm just going to add it just to tidy up the inside. Oh, great! Inside of the shoe. Oh, lost my end bit. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got material fluff on my nose, that's what's making me sneeze. I can't really see too much about what I'm doing because this is just about finishing it off and tidying it up. And it can sometimes make the difference to how your project looks, is the finishing. Okay, so the better you can finish it, you know, tidying up any ends or anything, the better it'll look. and it will make all the difference. So if I hadn't lined this and just left it with the horrible paint lines and from the gesso, it would have just looked awful. But just lining it, and the same as well with just adding the trim to tidy up where I've added the satin taffeta to the inside of the shoe. Oh, got glue stuck all over my fingers again. And then when I try and press it, it sticks to my fingers. Okay. I always get shaky hands when I use my glue gun. My hands go like that. Okay, so just measure there, trim that off, and then glue that around. And there we go. Okay, so that's the inside, and it looks so much better with it finished. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm a ballerina. Sorry, I always wanted to be a ballerina when I was a kid. Didn't quite get there somehow. Okie dokie, so now I'm just going to add some of these little organza taffeta flowers. Like I said, I'm going to add just a few to the top back here. I don't want to add loads and loads to it because I want to sort of keep it more elegant rather than sort of, and a lot of my projects that I do is all about the detail and the layering, and but I think with this, I think, you know, you need to know, I suppose, when to stop. So which is I'm going to try very hard to do today, is know when to stop. Okay, I've got a little organza flower there, which I'm going to add. First of all, a little, just a little white organza flower, and then I'm just going to add these sort of like around and underneath it. Sounds like my son. I mean, I could have added some colour to this, but I wanted it to look sort of ballerina-ish, and, you know, sort of, which is all about tulle and organza and, you know, that sort of stuff. So I didn't really want to, I wanted it to be, you know, have bling on it, and that's got a little bit of curls on it. Let's just add one down below. How many have I got left? I've got 2 left. I might add these 2 down here. excuse me, sniffling. Okay. Very pretty. It's a little white rose, a little white bud there. I'll add that. Just in the middle there, I think. What do you think? Do you think that's enough? I think I should stop. Should I add something that dangles all the way around here? No. I should get a little bit of white felt to go on the bottom of there. I don't know, what do you think? I have got some more little flowers. I could add some, they're cream, they're no good. They're cream. These little like flower buds I could add. A few of those down each side, couldn't I? What have I got here? What have I got? There's another bud. I might use that one. Sorry if I'm mumbling to myself. I do it all the time when I'm concentrating. I do. I might add some lace trim. Just going down that way. I'll have to see what have I got. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, and if I find anything, I'll take photographs and add it to the end, and then you can see. I'll do a slideshow of it anyway. Okay, so like I say, that's what I've done so far. Whoops! I'm just dropping it and chucking it out on the floor. Isn't it cute? I'll see if I can find some wedding applique to add to it. Okay, so thanks very much for watching and listening to me rustle trying to find lace. I'll see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.